This is my favorite watch of all time, the Omega Seamaster 300M Professional, specifically this green dial. I've now had the white, I've had the black, I've had between those two, I've had those watches for about 3 years. And now that I've had the green one for about 4 months, I can confidently say that this is my favorite color. Now, one of the biggest complaints about this watch is that the bracelet is too big, too bulky, it doesn't taper, blah, blah, blah. I have the green rubber strap for this. I have a few Omega NATO straps. But my favorite way to wear this watch right here is on this original Omega bracelet. It might be a little big, but guys, this looks amazing. It's my favorite way to wear this watch. The micro adjustment system on this bracelet works to perfection. So on a hot, humid summer day, or if I'm lifting weights and I'm wearing my watch, I can do my little micro adjustments and I can ensure that I have a very comfortable fit for this watch on my wrist, no matter what the situation is. And there are a lot of guys out there. I've seen a lot of reviews for, secondary straps or bracelets from Uncle Seiko and things like that. I've never bought one, so I cannot speak to Uncle Seiko quality of their bracelets or how they feel or anything like that. But I cannot get myself to buy a $5,000 and $6,000 Omega watch and then go ahead and put a $150 bracelet on it. I can't do it. Maybe it works for you guys, but I myself could never do that. So I wear it on this bracelet because this is what it looks the best on. But I'm even the same way when it comes to NATO straps. If I have an Omega watch, I want to have an Omega NATO strap. I don't want to have again, like I said, a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 watch and then go on Amazon and buy a $20 NATO strap for it. I can't do it. It's something in me that I cannot get myself to throw on a $20 Amazon NATO strap on one of these watches. Just can't do it. But like I've talked about this bracelet, this is a very, very, very comfortable bracelet. And I used to be one of those people when I first got into the Omega Seamaster line. I got it on the bracelet and I also thought, I was like, it's big. It's kind of bulky. How is this is it gonna be comfortable? Is it gonna be too heavy and whatever? It's not. It's absolutely beautiful. It works. It's perfect. And if you give it a week, if you put this bracelet on and you wear it for a week straight, you're going to find, I think, that it's one of the best ways to wear this watch. And I know a lot of people, their favorite way to wear this is on the Omega rubber strap, which I also have, but I still find myself changing this. I wear it on the strap maybe a day or two, and then I go right back to the bracelet because, again, I myself, I am a bracelet guy. I'm not a big fan of NATOs in general. I think and I know a lot of NATO strap fans might not like me saying this, but I think they kind of cheapen the look of the watch. So I prefer my watches on bracelets. The rubber green strap for this looks amazing. It looks great. It is extremely comfortable. The Omega rubber is really nice. They're a little pricey, but I think it's worth the money. So I wear it on the bracelet or on that rubber strap most of the time. But I'd say it's a split, 70% on the bracelet and about 30% on the rubber strap. And I can comfortably wear this no matter what I'm doing. Like I said, I wear my watches to the gym. I wear them when I'm out running, if I'm biking, whatever I'm doing, I wear a nice watch. I don't wear Apple watches. I don't wear any Garmin's or anything. I bought all these watches so I can wear them and enjoy them throughout my day, regardless of what I'm doing. Do I get a couple of scuffs here and there? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. I'm going to enjoy my watches. But I'm telling you, if you are on the fence and you're thinking, the Omega Seamaster bracelet is too big, too heavy, I promise you it's not. Unless you're like, unless you're 5'4" and you're 150 pounds or something like that, you're a super tiny, small guy, maybe. But I'm 6'1", about 200 pounds. So this fits on my wrist absolutely perfectly. I don't know. I've never measured my wrist. I just think this looks good on me proportionately. And if you're about my size, this will look great on you. But like I've mentioned, I am a huge fan of this watch. This is probably my favorite watch of all time. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I've had the GMT Master 2 on my wrist. I had subs on my wrist. I had the OPs. I had the Rolex Explorer 2, the Polar Dial on my wrist. I've had a lot of different watches on my wrist. And I keep going back to the Omega Seamaster because it is my favorite watch. If I had to give up my entire watch collection and I just got to keep one, this is the one you keep, it would be this one right here. And I know Rolex is, you know, a bigger name, it's a more of a recognized brand. I don't care about that. Us watch guys, we all know what an Omega is and how amazing it is, how amazing the movement inside of this watch is as well. And I know I sound like a cheap watch salesman, but if you are on the fence, you don't need to be. Go ahead and pick one of these up. And don't buy a brand new from Omega. Go to the secondhand market, because you're going to be able to buy this watch for about, well, $400, $500, sometimes even $4,000. You know, and I'd say anywhere between $42 to about $4,700, depending on where the market is. You're going to be able to find this watch in any colorway that you want, in brand new mint-like condition. So you don't need to go spend an extra $1,500 or extra $2,000 to buy it brand new from Omega. I wouldn't do that. When it comes to Omegas, Tudors, or watches like that, I am definitely going to the secondhand market every single time, because you're going to save so much money. Unless you really have this need to be the very first guy to wear the watch in your wrist, and if someone else wearing it before you bothers you, that's the only reason to go buy a new one. But otherwise, buy these on the secondhand market. I buy a lot of watches from Joma Shop. Never had an issue. I always get great service. I have a guy I call whenever I need something. And I've saved a lot of money. I think I bought this watch on the bracelet for $4,500. And I think brand new from Omega, they're about $6,200. So I mean, that's a huge savings, guys. Again, there's no need to go and buy a brand new. My Tudor Black Bay, the red dial, burgundy bezel, whatever you want to call it, I also saved about $1,500 on that watch by going secondhand market. I don't need to be the first guy to wear that watch. You know, someone probably wore it a couple of times and I didn't like it for whatever reason and sold it, and now I get the benefit of taking that big discount, and they're the ones losing the money. I'll take the discount every single day. The only watches that I'm willing to wait and I kind of want brand new are Rolex watches. So like right now, I'm waiting on the Rolex Explorer 2, the Polar Dial. I'm waiting, and it's probably going to be another 6 months or so before I get the call. I will wait for that because they're still overpriced on the gray or secondhand market. You know, right now they're going between $11,000 to $13,000, and that's just way too much money for that watch, in my opinion. So I'll just patiently wait, and when it comes in, it comes in. If it's 6 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, I'll get it, because in the meantime, I'm happy with my Omega for the rest of my life. On top of that, going secondhand market on the Rolex, there are so many fakes. I don't know, I've heard a number of like 20 or 25% or something like that of all the watches, for example, on the Diamond District, all the Rolex watches are probably fake. They have either a fake movement, a fake something in them. They're not original Rolex watches. So I personally would not want to take that risk. And if I'm ever buying a Rolex from the gray market, I would want to take it to someone I really trust to examine it inside and out, to tell me like, hey, this is 1000% a legit Rolex. There's nothing on here that's aftermarket, that's fake, nothing. It's just legit, good to go. Otherwise, with all the fakes out there and how good they are getting today, I think it's too much of a risk to take in order to, you know, obtain a Rolex. So anyway, but I know this is an Omega video. Guys, once more, the bracelet is great. Don't think it's too big or too heavy. It's not. This Omega Seamaster, if you spend your money on this watch, and it's the only watch you're ever going to spend money on, you will not regret it. I promise you.